3 of my favorite smoothies that taste good and are good for you. And I got a couple of surprise ingredients. Let's get into it. They're all good, but this was my favorite. So I love smoothies. My problem is smoothies are either super delicious but they have too much fruit, or they're super healthy but they taste horrible. So then you're probably wondering, why in the world am I using tofu in my smoothie? I promise you this tastes really good, especially when you combine it with this coconut fermented yogurt. Oh my gosh. Listen, you don't taste the tofu. It's completely tasteless. Adding the date is going to make it sweet. Adding the frozen banana and the unsweetened milk with the frozen strawberries are all key, because then you have this nice creaminess, and you also have this tang from the lemon zest and the juice of the lemon. When I tell you, the inspiration for this is actually the Cookout restaurant. Yes, the Cookout restaurant is my inspiration for this, because they have this amazing cheesecake smoothie, but I know it's filled with a ton of sugar. So I was trying to figure out, how can I get that same creaminess, that tanginess of like a cheesecake smoothie, but also feel good about it, because I'm gonna feel full from the protein. Now, aside from having those ingredients, using a high powered blender I've found has been super helpful, because it makes sure everything gets nice and creamy and become one uniform smoothie. And then the color on this thing, look how beautifully pink this is, right? We eat with our eyes. I'm probably gonna say this over and over again, but I love this smoothie. It's like my strawberry cheesecake smoothie. You got protein, you got fruit, so you also have fiber, and it's not gonna skyrocket your blood sugar because we're using berries instead of more traditional fruit. And we only use half of a banana, so you're not eating a lot of that tropical fruit that tends to spike up your blood sugar. So I'm telling you, I think this one's a slam dunk. So if you're nervous about smoothies, try this one first before you go to the next two. All right, so that is smoothie number 1. Yes, these are chickpeas. This is my secret ingredient to the next smoothie. So similar to the first, our base is always going to be unsweetened plant-based milk. If you don't like soy, you could do oat milk, almond milk. I'm going to add frozen banana and mango, and then I'm adding turmeric powder. I'm going to add ginger powder, and I'm also going to add cinnamon. This is actually going to help with fighting inflammation from the ginger and the turmeric, and the cinnamon actually can lower how quickly your blood sugar goes up. I also add in some more protein with the chickpeas like we showed. That's really my main reason for doing it. It doesn't taste like chickpea smoothie, I promise, okay? The peanut butter helps with the creaminess, since I'm not using the coconut yogurt like I did in the previous smoothie. And then this one is going to be a more green-based smoothie, so I'm going to add spinach leaves. You can also add kale. I haven't tried it with collard greens, but I think if you did that, you just want to make sure you're using the leaves and not the stems, since they're a little bit more fibrous. I like to call this like my green powered smoothie, my green smoothie. It's more for when I'm trying to get more energy. Again, I love that color, but the chickpeas keep it creamy. Peanut butter keeps it creamy and tasty. And even though it's super green, I mean, it's really green, it tastes delicious. And so it's different from those Smoothie King smoothies, right? Where you're not getting this big jump in sugar, but also it tastes good. All right, one more left. So we're gonna do the same thing. Milk, frozen banana, but now we're gonna do frozen blueberries. I get these from Costco. I can't stand using regular blueberries because I feel like they go bad too fast in the refrigerator. And then I'm gonna use my date again instead of sugar. Then some cinnamon powder and another special secret ingredient. We're gonna use this beet, not the whole thing. I'm actually gonna use the beet leaves and then a little bit of the stem, and that's gonna help us with the color. That really is the cheat code, using the beet leaves to help keep that purple color while also still adding in your fibrous vegetables. I think is like, so I don't know how I came up with it, but it makes me so happy, because we know, come on, we eat with our eyes, right? And so if you went to make a smoothie and it's all brown and stuff because the green has mixed with the purple, for me, I'ma still eat it because I made it, but it doesn't make other people want to eat it, right? And especially if you're like thinking of making this for your kids or maybe for your partner, or you're just sharing it with others, the better it looks, the more likely people are going to try it. How purple that is. Oh my goodness. Look at that color. Gosh, this is the purple monster. That's what we're going to call it, the purple monster. All right, let's get into this review. All right, let's try it. This is the strawberry and banana one. Dang, that's good. It's super creamy from the bananas. This one honestly is almost like a dessert. I probably have this one like after a workout, or like if I'm craving something sweet. Now this one is like the one I use for energy. So classic green smoothie. As you saw, A couple of differences that I use is that I use chickpeas for the protein. I still use spinach leaves. You can use kale leaves if you're not into spinach leaves. You can even use the beet leaves, but it might make it turn purple. Even though it has the spinach leaf and kale in it, it still has a nice sweetness to it because of a little bit of the mango that I use in combination with the banana. The key really is making sure you use frozen fruit, because if you don't use frozen fruit, it's gonna be super watery. I would say all of the smoothies that I make are super creamy, which is really important to me. Oh, I love this one. And you cannot taste the chickpeas, so don't worry. Hopefully I don't have green in my teeth. Now this one's my favorite. I don't even know, I guess I can call this like the blueberry monster, but I love a super purple smoothie. The fact that it has the greens from this one and the fruity taste of this one, this is actually like my, how would I say it? It's like my, this is when I give my daughter. She likes vegetables, but when I'm trying to sneak in the veggies, I give this one to her. I don't know how to explain it. You could taste the blueberries, the perfect amount of sweetness, but not too much sweetness. I can't even taste the leaves, the beet leaves. But the beet leaves give it that color that I love to keep it purple, even while it's out. So it's not turning that weird brown, even though there's leaves in here. For all three of these, we're not using any added sugar. We're only using fruit to sweeten it, and we're not using a ton of fruit. I only use half of a banana for each of them. They're super important, as I probably already mentioned, because of the amount of sugar that you get from it. But you get your fiber from your beet leaves, you get your fiber from your spinach and your kale, you get your protein from your tofu, from your chickpeas, from your tofu, you get the creaminess from the fact that they're all frozen, and you have the coconut yogurt. I think it's just like the perfect lineup. So I'm trying this new thing where instead of it only being based off my opinion, you guys can see what other people think about my food. So this is not a paid actor. Yeah, this is family, but this is not a paid actor. This is my brother-in-law. He's gonna try out these smoothies and let you know from someone who's not a plant-based eater what he thinks of these smoothies. Let's see what he has to say. It's the next day, guys, okay? As you can tell, I got on different clothes. I got somebody next to me.
Hey, how's it going?
So he's gonna test my favorite smoothie. This is the strawberry cheesecake smoothie. I wanted you to see for yourself that it's not just me. He wasn't paid, okay? He gets no benefits from telling a lie. I just want someone else. I want someone else's opinion.
Looks good. I mean, this is the first time I've ever seen you make it, so I feel like you got a good consistency. I'm excited by it. I think, you know, let me just take it. Okay, Shayla. First, before I go on, I mean, it's really good.
Okay, all right.
Really
I can tell.
Way.
I can tell you like it.
But I know he made it a little different for me. So can you walk me through?
Yeah. So for him, so you don't like bananas. So for all the other smoothies, I did bananas. So for you, the base is like all the three other smoothies. I always put soy milk. That's my preference because it has a high amount of protein. No sugar added. That's important since we're going to add our own sugar. Usually I do half of a frozen banana. I didn't do that. I did a cup of frozen strawberries. I do a squeeze of lime, because the lime actually brings in more flavor and that gives you like that cheesy taste. And then the other thing that's gonna add more protein and creaminess is the tofu. I use silken tofu, so it's a lot smoother.
You don't really like taste tofu, it's just like that sort of
bland.
Yeah, like the consistency, like it just helps with that.
Yep.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? I'm a chef, you know what I'm saying? He knew me before I was Chef Shayla MD, okay? He's seen the evolution. But no, I'm glad you said that because a lot of people are scared to use the tofu because like, I don't know about the tofu. Like, I don't know if I want to add that. Tofu doesn't really have a taste. And so that's part of the issue when you're cooking it. If you're not seasoning it well, it's gonna taste bland. But here's my caveat to that, or here's my my argument to that. When you make chicken, if you eat chicken, if you don't season it, what does it taste like?
I mean, like, yeah.
Just like tofu. So it's all about how you season it.
So the reason I want you to explain it first, because like, I feel like I'm tasting a lot of different things. I'm tasting like these like little bits of sour, but like in a good way. You know, you got the sweetness there, but also just like I said, when I looked at the consistency looked good, and like it's going down. It's got like a good mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel. Okay, chef. Yep. One thing I found people do with smoothies is they'll add water as the liquid instead of milk, or they'll add ice. And when you add ice, the problem is like they're adding the ice because they want it to be cold. But when you blend it up, it dilutes the taste and it makes it more watery. So that's why I think using frozen fruit instead of fresh fruit is better. So even if you buy fresh fruit, just freeze it before you use it. So now you're making the smoothie cold, but you're also keeping the flavor concentrated. So would you do this then? Is this a...
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So see, so he likes it.
Because like you said, like I really like bananas. I feel like most smoothies have bananas in them. Like when I have tried to make smoothies, trying to get it to be as like good and like smooth and like creamy without that.
Without it, it makes it harder. So using the coconut yogurt, tofu. Another example I told him, or substitute for bananas, because the bananas give the creaminess, is avocado, believe it or not. That'll also give you a nice healthy fat with it, and you can't taste the avocado. I probably use like maybe a quarter of a cup of avocado, not the whole thing, because then it might make it too green. Yeah, I'm glad you like it.
So can I
you can have the whole thing. Yeah,
okay,
you can have.
I'm like already like 3/4 of the way down.
That's a good. I mean, we both have a glass, and it's probably enough for my husband. Well, he can't have fruit. It's probably enough for one more serving. It's probably 3 servings of like a. I mean, is this 8 ounces? 4? Something around 8 ounces. So 3 servings. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comments which smoothie are you going to try. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.